What if everything you call real, the solid, the fixed, the external, was never solid at all? What if reality itself was fluid, vibrating, and shaped by the energy within you? This isn't just a mystical theory. It's a discovery emerging from the edges of quantum physics. What we think of as the material world is not made of matter. It's made of energy vibrating at different speeds, forming what we perceive as form. Reality isn't something sitting out there independent of us. It's a living mirror, echoing the frequency of who we are being in each moment. The atoms that build your body, your home, your memories, they're not solid structures. They're almost entirely space. And in that space, frequency, wave, vibration. You are the transmitter of that vibration. The observer whose awareness turns possibility into form. The moment you feel, believe, and embody an outcome, the wave collapses into reality. Yet most of us have been taught to wait for the world to change before we allow ourselves to feel safe, loved, or abundant. This is the illusion of separation, the dream of the third dimension. We've been conditioned to think life is happening to us. But the truth is far deeper. Everything is happening through us. You're not reading from a pre-written script. You are the writer, broadcasting your story through every thought, feeling, and expectation. Max Planck, the father of quantum theory, said it best. All matter exists by virtue of a force, and behind this force is a conscious and intelligent mind. That mind isn't somewhere far away. It is within you. You are not just watching reality unfold, you are shaping it. Every emotion carries a frequency. Every belief sends a signal. And the quantum field, that invisible ocean of intelligence, does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you vibrate as truth. When you visualize abundance but feel fear, the field echoes fear. When you affirm love but vibrate doubt, it reflects uncertainty. The universe doesn't judge. It doesn't analyze. It simply mirrors the signal. Instantly, neutrally, perfectly. We're not here to beg the universe for better results. We're here to remember that we are the frequency that creates them. Reality is not random. It's resonant. You felt this before. Those moments when life flows with ease, and others when no matter how hard you try, nothing seems to move. The difference isn't in effort, it's in vibration. Your reality is not an accident. It's a precise reflection of your dominant frequency, conscious or unconscious. And the most freeing truth of all? You can change it, not by fighting what is, but by shifting the signal you send. So pause and ask yourself, what am I truly transmitting? Not what am I saying or wishing, but what am I feeling as true? Because that feeling, that vibration, writes your reality. Quantum manifestation isn't magic. It's alignment. It's coherence. It's becoming the signal of what you desire before it appears. And when you become that signal, something paradoxical happens. You no longer need the thing you wanted, because you already feel it, live it, breathe it. And then reality bends to match you. The field doesn't react to potential, it responds to presence. In every moment it listens not to your words but to your state of being. Reality is the great mirror. It reflects coherence or fragmentation, without judgment, without delay. When your inner world is filled with fear or lack, life must mirror that back, not to punish you but to awaken you to the frequency you're emitting. This is the real cause behind blocked manifestations. The block isn't external, it's vibrational misalignment. You can't call in love while vibrating fear of rejection. You can't manifest abundance while anchored in unworthiness. The gap between your mental image and your emotional truth creates a static signal the universe cannot read clearly. Modern science now meets ancient wisdom. Research from the HeartMath Institute shows the human heart emits the most powerful electromagnetic field of all. This field extends several feet around the body and communicates directly with the quantum field. Dr. Joe Dispenza's studies reveal that when thought and emotion move in coherence, when mind and heart speak the same language, the field responds always without fail. But coherence cannot be faked. You can't claim abundance while feeling fear. The field reads the energy beneath your words. This is why healing matters. Emotional pain, resentment, self-doubt all fragment your frequency. And fragmented energy can only create fragmented results. When you release the static through awareness and presence, the signal clears and the reflection transforms. Look at your life. What patterns keep repeating? What situations feel stuck? They're not punishments, they're mirrors. They exist to show you what frequency you've been unconsciously transmitting. As within, so without. Quantum physics calls it coherence and entanglement, but both point to the same truth. Your inner state creates your outer world. Ask again, what am I truly emitting right now? Because the emotion you return to most often, that becomes your baseline vibration. And that vibration becomes your magnet. The field always listens. You don't need to fix the mirror. You only need to become the image you wish to see reflected. Because the quantum field responds not to what you wish for, but to what you are. Your vibration is not a side effect of life. It's the blueprint of it. As Bob Proctor said, you don't get what you want, you get what you are. You are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. This is not poetry. It's physics. Everything, thought, emotion, matter, vibrates. Your dominant frequency molds reality into form. Most people try to paint a new picture without changing the brush. They visualize success while vibrating lack. They affirm love while feeling doubt. The result? Static, confusion, repetition. Thought is the electric current. Emotion is the magnetic pull. Together they form the electromagnetic command that the field responds to. Abraham Hicks said it simply, you are a vibrational transmitter. Even when you're not trying, you're still creating. So how do you shift the command? Not by wishing harder or repeating affirmations endlessly, but by embodying a new frequency. By thinking the thoughts of your future self, feeling their emotions and living as if it's already done. The universe doesn't need convincing. It needs coherence. Like two tuning forks resonating, when you vibrate at the frequency of what you desire, reality harmonizes naturally. You don't chase your dreams. You become their match. You are always creating. The question is, are you doing it consciously? Your vibration speaks through your tone, your breath, your energy. The images you hold in silence are the blueprints of what's coming next. In the quantum world, it's reversed. Feel it first. Think it first. Be it first. Then reality must rearrange itself. The field doesn't respond to your goals. It responds to your coherence. Your energy is the instruction. And when you realize this, you reclaim your power. Bob Proctor called vibration the primary law and attraction only the secondary. Because what you attract will always match what you vibrate. Take a breath. What are you vibrating right now? Because that signal is already shaping what's next. The field doesn't wait for you to be perfect, only to be clear. You don't manifest what you practice in the mirror. You manifest what you embody in vibration. Every thought you repeat with emotion rewires your brain. Joe Dispenza calls it rehearsing the future. When thought and feeling merge, the field receives a coherent command, and new realities collapse into form. The field reflects who you are being, not what you hope for. If you live in doubt, you'll meet uncertainty. If you live in coherence, even briefly, the universe begins to bend. You don't need perfection, only awareness. Because the field isn't watching your actions, it's listening to your frequency. Bob Proctor once said, your results are an expression of your awareness, and awareness isn't mental, it's vibrational. It's how much of your divine identity you allow to move through you without resistance. So ask yourself, am I being the version of me who already lives my dream? Because that question changes everything. Self-sabotage often hides in hesitation, in the quiet, I'm not ready yet. But the field doesn't hear words. It hears vibration, and it responds accordingly. Greg Braden reminds us that the field is alive and responsive, shaping itself around human emotion. Not surface feelings, but the deeper, quieter ones. The stories, the inherited patterns, the unresolved pain. They all vibrate. They all speak. But just as you've created unconsciously, you can recreate consciously. That's why presence is the master key. Presence isn't passive. It's precision. Gert silences yesterday's echoes and tomorrow's noise, so your true signal can be heard now. Imagine yourself as a tuning fork. When you vibrate fear, the field echoes fear. When you vibrate love, the field mirrors peace. You cannot trick the field. You can only align with it. This is the invitation, to stop waiting and start being, not pretending but remembering. Place a hand on your heart. Ask yourself, what energy am I rehearsing right now? Because the quantum field is always listening. Not to your words but to your vibration. Visualization alone isn't enough. Affirmations aren't enough. Even desire isn't enough. The field doesn't respond to longing. It responds to embodiment. Alignment is the practice. It's the shift from seeker to transmitter, from asking to becoming. It begins in stillness, in awareness, in tuning your inner dialogue to match your highest truth. Bob Proctor said, "If you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. But first, you must become it in vibration. Rehearse the future. Not someday, now. Feel the emotions of the fulfilled wish. Let your body memorize that frequency." Neuroscience shows your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you feel abundance, your chemistry changes, your field expands. You begin to broadcast your future self. This isn't delusion. It's declaration. You stop asking when it will come and begin knowing, of course it's coming, and I'm already it. Becoming means releasing the old identity, the one built on fear, delay, and doubt. You stop waiting for permission to rise. You stop pretending to be less. You remember who you were before the forgetting. You become the frequency that already holds everything you seek. And then the quantum field, the great mirror, simply reflects that truth back to you. Neville Goddard said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not to trick the universe, but because that feeling is the language of creation. So pause, breathe, step into the version of you who already has it." How do they think? Speak, move. What do they release? What do they embrace? Don't wait to become them. Begin now. You already are them. You are not waiting for a shift. You are the shift. Align, rehearse, become. Close your eyes and feel the truth within you. Reality isn't waiting to be fixed. It's waiting to respond to who you choose to be. There is a frequency inside you, still timeless, unwavering. It doesn't hope for change. It is the change. It doesn't beg for miracles. It creates them through resonance. This frequency doesn't shout. It whispers. It moves through calm coherence and quiet knowing. Most never find it, not because it hides, but because they keep searching outside for what was always within. Manifestation isn't about forcing outcomes. It's about allowing alignment. When you step into this vibration, your breath deepens, your thoughts soften, and you stop trying to convince the universe, because you remember you are the universe. You stop waiting for life to begin. You start radiating the life that's been waiting for you. When heart and mind enter harmony, your electromagnetic field expands, measurable, magnetic, alive. This is not mysticism. It's coherence. It's what the ancients called oneness. Your frequency is your future. When you stop living from memory and start living from vision, you become the vibration that attracts what you once chased. Neville Goddard said, "You are already that which you wish to be. The only barrier is your refusal to believe it. The universe is both mirror and witness. It responds not to your words but to your essence. And in this moment, right now, you can emit a new vibration, one that says, I am the one who remembers. I am the one who creates. I am the shift. No need to force. No need to wait. Just breathe and let the field respond. Because when you tune to your true frequency, reality must rearrange, not by magic, but by resonance. So if these words awaken something within you, let that awakening guide you. And whisper it into the field, I am the shift, because you are. And the universe already knows.